I again welcome each one of you for taking time and joining us today in one of the most important product launch which we are going to have across our client and ecosystem portfolio. And as always, it's nice to be in the city of Delhi for the product launch. And with many of you, I can see out here as known faces. So again, it would be great if you can catch up again in detail. Now, Dell Technologies was formed around 41 years back. And as we stand today, we are as excited as ever with the future of PCs. PCs are alive and kicking. And with the innovations which are coming in across many years, the future of AI and future of AI PCs, it's just going to be the beginning for the new era for years to come. And at Dell Technologies, we take pride in offering end-to-end solutions across the AI ecosystem, starting with edge, with infrastructure solution, as well as services. Now, if you look at AI, we know for sure that AI is no more a buzzword. AI is basically taking industry by storm across the segments, whether it's banking and finance or manufacturing, and you name it. And within AI, now AI is no more related only to the infrastructure or data center. Now AI, as we speak, is coming to the edge. More and more workloads are getting deployed on the edge, and that's where having the right AI PC or AI client devices are becoming much more important and relevant for customers across India and across the world. Now, what we are seeing over the last few months is the AI PC adoption is growing, and it's growing at rapid pace. If we really think ahead, by year 2028, and 2028 is not far off, right? It's only 3 years from now.
Yes.
By year 2028, around 98% of PCs will be AI PCs. That's going to be huge. And if we really look at today's scenario, the AI PC adoption is happening across world, across life, across schools, and so on and so forth. When we actually reached out to various research companies as well as the customers, we got a huge input saying, hey, when we see about AI, around 3 out of 4 people or employees, they use AI at work. Already it is happening. And when we really look at it, the AI for work or use for AI is happening across the age groups. Right? So for example, and no doubts out here, there are no surprises out here. The Gen Zs, they are the first one to adopt the use of AI. So around 85% Gen Z, they are actually using AI as we speak. Closely followed by the millennials, 78%, Gen X, 76%. By the way, I just realized last week that I am a Gen X, but I still continue to use AI, so I am one of the 76% what you see out here. And then definitely the boomers as well. Right? So the AI adoption is basically happening across the age group, across the work. And earlier, many years back, we used to use a word as a BYOD, bring your own device. Now it has actually changed from BYOD to BYOAI, bring your own AI. And why it is important is, it is not about AI being a buzzword, but how AI can enable the users to be more productive, right? To use a system which can enhance their applications, enhance their performance, and so on and so forth. So AI PC adoption, around 98% of PCs will be AI PCs in the next 3 years. And that's according to Dell. this gives an immense opportunity to come up with new products, new solutions to address the customer needs. Now, when we look at as an AI, there are few things which are happening. Over the last few years, we have seen that AI getting deployed as an infrastructure or in data center, and we all know that it basically creates lots of cost challenges or cost pressures across the industries. And now, with the new advancements happening on AI is basically coming on edge devices. Now, there are a few things, right? If you really look at it, then by 2027, that's in next 2 years, 2/3 of top 100 enterprise apps running on PCs will have generated AI features, right? So the way technology is moving, even on edge devices, is running in a very fast way. And there are a few things if you really look at it. One, there is a high expectation of performance and speed. Second, rising infrastructure costs when all organizations are actually going through. And three, when having the important data available on your edge devices, it helps the data to be more secure, right? Because the data is there along with the systems. So these are the three key things or key tenets wherein Dell Technologies believes that it's going to be AI-driven future even from a PC portfolio standpoint of view. Now, from a Dell Technologies, we all take pride in mentioning that we are a true end-to-end AI solution provider. The data remains the key when we speak about AI, and the end use or the end result will be the different use cases what we have. But from a Dell perspective, what we really go deeper and offer is the right infrastructure solutions, again across the product line, whether we call it about client devices, compute, storage, data protection, networking, and software. So these are the 5 key tenets from an infrastructure standpoint of view. Then we closely work along with our ecosystem partners for various applications, different models which are required for the workloads across the industry verticals, solutions, and definitely frameworks and tools. And so it is not about having the right infrastructure or right product in place. It's not only about having a right partner ecosystem in place, but it's also equally important to have a right services solution portfolio. So we work along with customers in terms of having the services strategy and then definitely the breakfast and so on and so forth. And that's how we work very closely with our customers, with our partners to ensure that they have the right use case scenario available for their organization. Now, from an infrastructure standpoint of view, and if we really look at from a client devices standpoint of view, then we take pride in terms of having the AI PCs across the product portfolio, followed by the Copilot Plus certification. Now, Copilot brings in lots and lots of usability as well as the productivity improvement. So that's a partnership along with Microsoft. And we definitely have a high performance AI PCs. And today we believe that this is the right time for all the organizations to be there on the AI PC journey. One of the key reasons being the Windows 10 end of life support is going to happen in October this year, later this year, right? So to take the whole advantage of AI PCs, it's going to be also the migration to Windows 11 along with the security solutions. Now from Dell standpoint of view, we are #1 commercial PC worldwide. And that's a very huge thing, and that's where Dell Technologies, we are keeping in lots of focus on bringing in newer products, new architecture to supercharge AI experience across the user group. Now, if we step back, few years back, we were aware about CPU and GPU, right? The central processing processing unit and graphics processing unit. CPU, we know it handles general purpose instructions. GPU is more about the complex graphics. RAS as such. But there are two new things which have happened now. The first is NPU, neural processing units. What it does is basically it offloads AI workloads and computation from CPU, and basically it then helps to handle the AI task faster, better, and for efficient performance for the users as well as the organizations. So when we speak about the AI PCs, the neural processing unit or NPU is the integral and most important part of it. Now, from a technology standpoint of view, it is not only limiting to CPU, GPU, and NPU, but now the new architecture has come in, and it is called as a discrete GPU. Now, what discrete GPU does is it basically has a dedicated graphics processing unit with its own memory, and it helps for optimizing tasks such as AI training, high resolution image generation, and so on and so forth. So basically what's happening is, even on edge, there is lots and lots of power which is coming on the device. The tasks are getting segregated between NPU and GPU. So for the regular application, regular performance, the user can leverage the power of the CPU and GPU. Now, when we really look at as a AI PCs, now I am not going to go into the traditional PCs, right? We have seen this, right? In terms of the challenges which are coming in, whether it's a slow CPU or a processor performance, and or reduced productivity, the security concerns, as well as some users they face some challenges related to battery life. As we move forward, the AI PCs have really taken a big leap ahead, and the innovation is coming in with optimized AI workloads, with advanced security features, with longer battery life, and some of our notebooks, they offer 20 plus hours battery life, right? So lots of enhancements are happening even on the longer battery life as such. Then it's more about energy efficient workloads, and followed by, hey, the device which the user is using now, is it really a future ready? The way technology innovation is happening at a faster or quicker speed, the customers are looking out for the devices which are relevant not only for today, but maybe 2 years or 3 years down the line. So if we really look at more from a end users or organization perspective, when we did a survey, 76% of IT decision makers, they say that employees with AI PCs or the users who are using AI PCs will be more efficient and will outperform the users who are without AI PCs. And almost 1/3 of organizations, they expect to adopt AI PC within the next 1 year. And that's a huge opportunity in front of us to provide the right product, right solution for our esteemed customers across the industry. Now, I spoke at length more about why AI is becoming relevant, why AI will become much more important. But what's also relevant is, hey, which are the use cases which are currently available if a user is using AI PCs? And these are the common ISVs use cases for AI PCs, and we work along with each one of them to ensure that we have not only the right product, but optimized solutions available along with these ISVs. For example, we closely work along with Microsoft for their Copilot PC. It definitely helps to improve productivity. Now, I am personally using Copilot Plus for the last many months, and I have seen huge benefit of using Copilot Plus. Right? It gives basically, it easily recalls where we left off the work. It also has a feature along with Microsoft Teams, where after the end of the meeting, we get the meeting notes. Right? So many features which are helping users to be much more productive. We all use the collaboration tools, right? Whether it's Zoom or Microsoft Teams, along with Zoom, we actually help optimize more about the video experience with automatic light adjustments and so on and so forth to ensure that video is crisper. Creativity through cyberlinks. The security remains one of the key important aspects. And so we work along with CrowdStrike, Lakeside for manageability, and Cifable from accessibility perspective. So this is, when we speak about AI PCs or AI devices, this is not about having a device or having a product. But right now, as we see today, we have the ISP specific use case scenario which are available for the users and customers across the industry. Now what we have also come up with is a Dell validated design for PCs. And it's available across the customers, it's available on Dell Gift Hub, details out here. So it's more about helping customers to offer the right solution, right? They can actually go to the blended design website mentioned out here to get comprehensive reference guides, and it will basically help more about to work seamlessly, check seamlessly about the cross-silicon compatibility. Now, when we speak about Dell PCs, it is not again limited to the products, limited to the solutions what we offer, but we take pride when offering the industry-leading endpoint solutions, security solutions, as well as the manageability features. These remain the core as we speak. Now, it's not about having a device, right? It's more about how we are able to bring in right services solutions which may differ from user to user. And that's where we have made significant investments in our services portfolio as well. Whether it's the Dell Apex PC as a service, the Pro Plan suite, Pro Support suite for PCs, and definitely the asset recovery solution. Now, many of the organizations, they would like to retire their PCs, right? Or they would like to give a new PC or a new device to the existing user. So we have a solution available as asset recovery services wherein we securely retire old IT equipment from that organization, and it ensures that a smooth transition happens, and we give the sustainability certificate to that organization which we can basically use and leverage. And coming back on sustainability, and we will share more details with you, but Dell has been a pioneer in terms of offering various sustainability features across its product lines. Right? And for example, it drives in terms of the Dell Optimizer as an AI optimized software what we have, or whether it's the recently or today what product we are going to launch. Some of the notebooks have USB-C using a screw and not as a basin. Right? So that's also a new solution which we are kind of bringing in. And this is not only about PCs, it's more about having a complete end-to-end ecosystem available for the users from their usability and productivity standpoint of view. So whether you name it as a silent keyboard, silent mouse, or webcams for collaborative tools, the audio solutions, the docking solutions, and adapters, so on and so forth. So we have complete end-to-end solutions available across our ecosystem. And again, why Dell? So it's more about, I'm going to keep it very simple. The first one is end-to-end AI capabilities, right? Across edge to infrastructure to cloud, all in one place. Second, we are #1 commercial AI PCs worldwide across our product portfolio. Third, we are leading on-device AI PC innovation. Fourth, it's more secure and manageable commercial PCs what we have from a Dell Technologies standpoint of view. And to cover it all, it's a comprehensive solution which we offer to our customers and partners. So thank you very much for being there with us for last few minutes.